this is the intro. Movies. I love them. If you're watching this, you probably love it too. I have a tendency, and I know that this is something that I do, because I love movies so much. I watch so many movies, and I mostly like all of them. Like I said, mostly like all of them. There's a list of movies that I just don't like. Like, I have a whole bunch of movies that these are the only 6 that I can remember that I really didn't like. Legion. I only seen it like twice. I was in high school when it came out. And, like, something about it was just like, watching the preview, I didn't hate what it looked like. I remember seeing it, I was like, oh, angels are doing something. I think from what I remember, I'm not even looking at the plot synopsis right now. I'm not even doing any of that. I'm just doing off the top of my head. I was like, angels came down to kill humans because God sent them to punish humans for something. And one of the childrens of the humans is supposed to be like the one or something, or something like that. And then an angel who like comes down and goes against all the other angels and protects them. And there's guns and there's swords and just stuff like that. And I'm just like watching it. I mean, I was just like, I don't care. Like, that's all I could say about it. I just didn't care. It's not good in my opinion. I'm pretty sure a lot of people might not like it either, but I don't think it's good. The Last Airbender. I'm a really big fan of the show, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I remember watching this movie in theaters. Empty theater. I was like, I mean, I like movies that a lot of people say are bad, so I'm gonna watch this movie. So then I watch it. When I first came out of it, I was like, I didn't hate it. And then I watched it a second time on DVD and just realized, oh my god. I understand, honestly, it's hard to adapt one season of a show to one movie, but this movie is not the way you do it. They just blew past things and they don't explain things, and it's just like, whatever. I feel like he was trying to make a trilogy to maybe explain other stuff that happens in the show, but if you can't explain enough to make people care, you're not going to get the sequels. The one thing I can say about The Last Airbender that I did like was when he's going to his avatar state in the very end of the movie when he was doing the wave thing. I'm not going to lie, that looked pretty cool. But it just, or the part when they killed, I forgot his name, the general. Because in the TV show, it's like he was the spirit of one of the water spirits, where like grabbed him and was like gonna kill him, and then Zuko tried to rescue him, and like whatever, but then he said he declined it and just let himself die, basically. But in the movie, I like the cartoon's better, but I like the way in the movie that they had like 4 like waterbender like Navy SEAL guys just come in, put him in a bubble of water, and just drown his ass. Like, I thought that was pretty funny. Third movie I really didn't like, Fantastic Four remake. Cast, I thought it was great. You know, it's like cast. I love the cast members. Josh Trank directed Chronicle. I love Chronicle. Dialogue, it's part of it just felt very uncomfortable to watch a little bit. The part I did like, the stuff that I did like seeing is the scene when they come back from this is gonna be spoiler. Who cares? Don't watch this movie. There's a scene when they come back to our dimension from their interdimensional travels. When they all get their powers. I like that scene. I just kind of liked it. I was like, you hear the Thing's character, the guy that played the Thing, I forget his name, just screaming for Reed Richards, and he's just like where he can't find him, and then he sees Johnny Storm's, like, from what I remember, it's like dead and burnt and on fire, and then he's like trying to crawl out, and then he looks back and he sees his stretchiness, and I was like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. I like that. That part actually felt like it was like a little bit of a horror movie, and that was kind of cool. But most of everything else I just didn't like. G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra. That's all I got to say about that. I mean, like, really, it was so dumb. It's just dumb, in my opinion. It's it's dumb. I don't even want to get into it. It's dumb. I honestly don't even remember what the movie was really about. I just remember watching it. I was like, this is not good. Just not good. That's it. Now I'm gonna get into two movies. The last two movies here are movies that I honestly don't like, and they have been praised, and a lot of people like them. I don't see it. I just don't see it. That's just my opinion. I don't see it. I don't see why people like it, but it's just, you know what I mean. But I mean, what am I? What do I know? I'm just a guy wearing a hat where there's a gnome throwing up a rainbow. I'm just. I don't like Boyhood. To me, Boyhood, it's cool that the guy made. They took 11 years to make that movie, but the story just doesn't. I don't care. Like, honestly, in my opinion, some people might feel like, oh, it's no, it's not half the point of the movie, but I just feel like nothing happens in this movie. Like, literally nothing happens. It's just a kid growing up. And everyone's like, oh, I bet some people were just like, oh, that's the point of the movie. It's like people grow up and, you know, see how they change or whatever. That doesn't matter to me. I want to see a movie about, you know, beginning, middle, and end. And this movie was just like middle. And then it just ends. And it's just like, I'm sorry, I don't get it, and I don't like it. People that know me know I hate this movie. It won awards. Some of them I agree with. But just not a good movie in my opinion. It's like, it's boring. It's like, I don't care. Unlike 3 parts in the entire movie. It's The Revenant. I don't like this movie. I remember watching the trailer and it looked so good. It looked so crazy good. And I showed my father, like, right before we saw the movie, or honestly, that's probably my mistake too. I saw the trailer, and I showed it to my father. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna watch that movie." I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, that looks really good." Sitting there because I knew the movie was gonna be like long, slower, not like fast paced like the trailer looked like, but I could watch that. I watched this movie, and the movie ended, and I looked at my father, and I'm just like, "I'm sorry." Like, I'm sorry I dragged you to this movie. And he's like, yeah, I felt the same way. He felt the same way. It's so boring. Like, the beginning of the movie, that one-shot scene where the Native Americans attack the settlers and, all these, you know, whatever, that was cool. The bear attack, that was cool. Up to that point, I was actually very interested in what was going on in the movie. After the bear attack, and then after the scene where Tom Hardy leaves Leo to die, I just said, okay, where's this going now? And then they just stopped, died on me. And I was like, oh, it's just shots of trees. Which, the movie looks beautiful. The Revenant is a beautiful looking movie. It's just not a good movie. It just gets boring, and then just things happen. He tries to survive, and I'm just like, okay, he wants his revenge, I get it. But most of this movie is just him crawling through the woods, walking through the woods, and then just night and day. And then it comes back into Tom Hardy and his thing. And honestly, sometimes I can't understand anything that they were saying. The end, I did like the final fight with Tom Hardy and Leonardo DiCaprio. I was like, that was cool. That's what I wanted to see. But it took like 2 hours to get to that point, and I'm just like, God damn, like, come on. Leonardo DiCaprio won his Oscar finally for that movie, which I was like, yes, Leonardo DiCaprio wins an Oscar, but for the movie that I absolutely hate that he did. Like I feel like he should have won that Oscar for like The Wolf of Wall Street or anything else basically that he's made. I don't like this movie, and just I don't even want to talk about it anymore. That's it. Those are the movies that I don't like. There's some of the movies I know there's a lot more movies I don't like. I just don't remember a lot of them. These are the movies that are like I remember the most. I freaking really didn't like it. Until the next video, I'm probably gonna do a movie of like movies that I really do like, and that list is probably gonna piss a lot of people off because I like a lot of movies that are deemed horrible by critics and people. They're like, "Oh, this movie's stupid. This movie's garbage," but I like it, and I know a lot of people like The Revenant and they think it's amazing, and I just said I don't see it. Like I don't understand. I don't see why people think it's amazing. Just write down if you want, like, subscribe, whatever. Write down in the comments below movies that you don't like. And if you don't like any of these movies that I talked about, you know, tell me why you don't like them, because I want to hear this too. Because I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't like Boyhood and The Revenant. I don't know, just thinking out loud. Anyway, until the next video, see you guys later. Bye. My fan is really loud right now.